What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone is staying safe and warm. It's been pretty cold lately. Um, I hope 2024 is treating everyone pretty well. Uh, Hope you're enjoying the football that's been going on. There's been a couple pretty good games. Uh, Looks like Detroit could potentially go all the way. Uh, as I've said on all my previous episodes, I just want to take the time to thank everyone who's taking the time out of their life to watch my podcast, give some feedback, show me some love. I really appreciate that. Today's episode is called SSDD, or as some people know it as Same Shit, Different Day. It is 2024, but yet, even though it's a new year, I feel like we're still dealing with some of the stuff from previous years. Still dealing with mass shootings. I think to date there's been about 7 or so far. But yet, we don't hear anything about gun control. Or yet, seems like Congress doesn't seem to think that's an issue. Women are still fighting for their rights about their bodies. You know, these so-called pro-life people care about life when it's in the womb. But when they're in the world, they don't really seem to give a damn about them. Children are dying from gun violence, uh, homelessness, starving, being trafficked. But they only seem to focus on abortion. Same stuff, different day. We're still dealing with this white Christian nationalism and this racist and anti-Semitic rhetoric. And it got so bad that the president of Harvard had to step down, Claudine Gay. There's this far-right attack on diversity and inclusion. They say things like, affirmative action isn't necessary and people should just get hired on their merit, which I totally agree with. But if there wasn't a systemic racism and redlining in our society, we wouldn't need things like affirmative action or diversity hirings. I mean, it's just ridiculous. For people like Nikki Haley to say that our society is not racist, they really need to just wake up and smell the burnt toast, because it's just ridiculous. We hate this. We have this hate on Jews and Muslims, which is just ridiculous. I don't know why I have to keep telling people this, but you seem to miss out on that section of the Bible where it clearly says that Jesus was a Jew. He wasn't this blue-eyed, straight-haired, white Christian. Sorry to burst a lot of people's bubbles, but it's the truth. Not all Muslims are these radical terrorists. Yes, there's some bad apples in the group, but you can't say that's everyone that's in that population. And the whole thing with Israel and Palestine, it's not good versus evil. It's bad versus evil. I don't condone what Hamas is doing with the raping and kidnapping and slaughtering innocent people. But the way that Israel is treating the Gaza area, it's more like a modern day apartheid. I mean, if you ask me, they're basically just controlling the land for their own selfish needs and wants. And I can understand why some people in the Palestine group are upset. I don't condone the actions of Hamas, but I can understand why some people are upset about the treatment of the people. Another thing that we seem to be continuing to deal with is immigration. Now, do I think that we need some kind of immigration reform? Yes, we do. We can't let everyone in. But to treat immigrants seeking asylum like criminals is just wrong. The rhetoric that people like Greg Abbott and some of the Republicans are proposing, treating people like criminals when they're legally seeking asylum, is just horrendous. Some of the things that they're saying, they're almost like modern day fascists, almost like Hitler, treating them like second class citizens or not even human beings. It's just uncalled for. But again, it's another case of same stuff, different day. Uh, Hopefully, the people of the United States will be smart enough to vote a lot of these people out of office. For the life of me, I don't understand why we still have people who are supporting Donald Trump. Talk about same shit, different day. Some of the things that he's saying is just outlandish and just it appears to me he's observantly stupid, but that's just my opinion. Uh, just me being honest. Um, if he does win a nomination, I'll be highly disappointed in a lot of our citizens. This man is facing several indictments, several accusations of harassment. He's basically said that if he wanted to murder a political opponent, that he should be allowed to get away with it, which is just talk about abuse of power. I mean, he's acting like he's like the American version of Putin, and it's just ridiculous. We get people still support him. Yeah, it just blows my mind. Another thing that we need to focus on that we seem to overlook is minimum wage. Again, same stuff, different day. People have to work multiple jobs or have a quote unquote side hustle, not to make extra money, but to survive. We're living in a day and age where people can't afford to buy houses, afford food, or like pull themselves by their bootstraps like a lot of people say they should be able to. And it's just ridiculous. If you're making minimum wage, you should be able to afford the minimum essentials of life. Food, shelter, medicine, clothing. The basic needs, not luxuries. And it's just ridiculous. There is no middle class anymore. All these billionaires and corporations keep getting bailed out by corporate handouts, but yet the common Joe can't seem to get any. And anytime we talk about giving them any safety nets, oh, that's socialism. Oh my God, that's awful. It's just ridiculous. There's no reason why people shouldn't get free healthcare. I mean, if you look at these other countries that have it, in many cases they're thriving. And it just makes no sense to me. Same stuff, different day. Literally repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is the epitome of insanity. But that's what we keep doing. Our infrastructure is crumbling. We're supposed to be the quote unquote best nation. But if you look at a lot of European and Asian nations, they're surpassing us in many areas. But yet we act like an ostrich with our heads stuck in the sand. And it's ridiculous. I mean, if things don't change, I don't know what trajectory this country is heading for. Hopefully we can get together and vote new leadership into office and get rid of some of these, I hate to say old people, because I don't want to judge people based on their age, but it's their mentality and their ideas. Literally, same stuff, different day. Same ideas year after year. and nothing is getting accomplished. It's time for some new leadership. It's time for a new direction, a new way of thinking outside the box. And I hope that gets accomplished, hopefully in my lifetime. I'm afraid for what our youth and leaders are tomorrow will be dealing with. But that's just my opinion, my feelings, just me being honest. I would love to hear your feedback on this topic, or these topics, I should say. Well, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Stay safe and stay warm. Peace out.